Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to the farm. I'm actually not at the farm. That guy's got a pretty cool exhaust on his truck. Anyways, I'm just parked outside Keddy's work in Western Wear. I typically don't come here but twice a year. It's usually lambing season because I need a bag of colostrum, and somewhere right around the 20th of December because I need to find my wife a Christmas present. Well, anyways, she had similar things in mind and bought me a new pair of boots for Christmas, a pair of Blundstones. But of course they're made in Australia, so they have a whole different sizing thing. So she got me a 13, but it's marked as a 12, but I actually need a 14 that's marked as a 13. So I'm gonna bring them back and hopefully they got something that fits here today. I kind of feel like death warmed up, to be honest. We've had a sickness running through our house, but that's not it. That's not what's going on. We had three days of Christmas at my in-laws, which was a lot. And one of those nights was a sleepover at the in-laws. Not because we had any of that, but just because I think, the travel back and forth was getting a bit too much for us and the kids. So we stayed one night over, but last night we come home and you could tell the wife couldn't sleep, I couldn't sleep. I woke up, although couldn't sleep, but I still got some sleep. But when I woke up, felt like I had my neck in a vice, and so not feeling too hot at all. And well, you know what it is? Is because I ate enough chocolate to kill a human child. That's what that is. Your body can only produce so much insulin. Holy man, the noisy diesel trucks in Grand Prairie. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like kind of like death warmed up today to drop the kids off at Auntie's house. Carmen's working. I'm gonna bring these boots back, see if I can get some boogie boots going on here, get some fresh air maybe, and maybe drink a bottle of water. I don't know. I don't think I've had water in about 6 days because I've just had coffee and Baileys on repeat every 2 hours for the last 72 hours. That, of course, that's gonna have ill effects. So we're trying to hit the reset button here. But first, let's get some boots that fit. Well, for the money, could not find a straight across trade because, of course, guys got to have giant feet. You know what they say about guys with big feet? They have trouble finding shoes that fit, but we got one pair, the only pair, in fact, they had that were my size. So, give them a try. All right, well, the boots I got, I think they're almost too big. So, you just can't please some people, can you? But anyways, I tried them on. The other ones that were too tight were almost more comfortable than the ones I got, but they got these paper thin insoles in them, and the ladies, I said, well, maybe we just need like a thicker insole, and Blundstone, they do sell, I don't know if it's Blundstone that sells them, but they're 4 Blundstones. They're like a woolen, like a sheep wool insole. I just bought Carmen a pair for Christmas. They're like $50. They're not cheap. Anyways, I said, well, maybe a pair of those would thicken things up and they would just fit better. But of course they only go up to a size 12, so that's not going to happen. So anyways, the ones I got were $10 cheaper than the ones that Carmen got for me. So I took that $10 and I ran over to London Drugs here. I got the old Dr. Scholl's. So out come these things. Oh, that's very soft and comfortable. We're going to jam that in here, however that fish is in there. Get in there. I'm going to get it in there anyways, somehow. Get it all the way to the end. I don't think I got it all the way to the end. It's close. It's close, but not quite. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Scooch down a little bit. Scoochy scooch. All right, I think we're in. Let's try it on. Oh man, already I feel like that was a smart buy, because these things, they feel exactly how they look, right? Just perforated foam type, almost like cardboard. So they feel amazing, as you can imagine. So they're gonna go right back in that box and never see the light of day again. They're probably gonna go out with all the other boxes that are going out to the burning barrel later today. And I'm gonna switch this other side here. This one foot that I already switched, I can tell you right now, it feels like wearing, it's like if somebody squirted some real expensive lotion into your boot. It is, it's very, very comfortable. So we'll get the second one done up here and we'll be in business. All right, well, I made my way all the way across town and now on the west side of the city. I can't just come to town for a pair of boots. That would be ludicrous. But last time it was cold out, I was forking hay over to the sheep, and the handle for my fork just disintegrated, snapped in half. So I'm gonna run into PV Mart here, and just on the off chance that they have just a handle, I'm gonna get one of those. But if they don't, I'm just gonna buy a whole new fork. And if they don't have a whole new fork, well then I'm certainly not driving clear across all the way across the city to go to the UFA to get one from there. I'll just have to get that for another day. And yeah, anyways, let's go inside and see what they got. Wow, what a wasted venture that was. We got nothing in the back. I cornered the assistant manager. I feel like he's on sleeping pills or something. He didn't seem to be too alert. Anyways, he looked it up in the computer. Sure enough, they got a dozen of them here. So we go back to where they're supposed to be on the shelf. There's not one of them. So PV Mart, you need to get your inventory figured out. Anyways, he told me, he said, well, you can order one online. And I thought, why would I order one online if you can't even manage the inventory that you have here in the store? Why would I do that? I know they got them at UFA, but like I said, I'm not gonna drive all clear across the city just for that. It would take me just as long to get to the UFA from here as it would take me to get home back to the farm. So I'm just gonna go home back to the farm and see about heating up some turkey or something like that for a quick sandwich before gonna put the kids to bed here. You know what? I got one thing left up my sleeve, and I mean, I'm all for supporting local, and I mean, Grand Prairie's not that far away, so it's not like we're not supporting local by any means. But right across the street over there, we got the old Beaver Lodge Ace Hardware, and man, those fellas have got me out of a bind a time or two in the past. And I've heard that saying, like, the closer you are to danger, the further you are from harm. So we're gonna go and see if that works for this too. Maybe the closer you are to a dilemma, the further you are away from a problem. We'll just see. Maybe they've got it, because this Ace Hardware is owned by PV Mart. So I mean, if the local PV Mart can't figure it out, I bet you these fellas can. Oh, would you look at that? They got handles and forks. So I ended up buying the fork and the handle, and the reason for that, well, the dilemma happened not just when the handle broke on my other fork. So I used to have two forks. I lost one. It's probably sitting in the tall grass somewhere where it shouldn't be, like everything else around the yard. And then the second one, the handle broke. So then it left me without any pitchfork. Well, not without any pitchfork, without any hay fork. So the fork I've been using is a manure fork, and that doesn't work very well for, I mean, it gets the hay across the fence, but it really likes to hang on to it. And it's so then you're standing there shaking the fork to try and get the stuff off of it. So it's not the right tool for the job. So this is going to help out. So I've still got the head from the other fork. Actually, I threw it in the burning barrel just to burn the old fork handle out of that stem. So I'm going to go retrieve that and then pound it into this new handle. And then I'll be back up to two forks again. There'd be so much feed going across that fence. All right, finally home. See if we can dig up a pair of work gloves. Put us together a pitchfork. Surprisingly, the sheep aren't bellowing. That's not normal. All right, so just over here at the burning barrel, dug the old fork head out. Oh yeah, that's gonna go in there nice. So now if I want to put this fork back together here, I'm gonna have to go against the forces of nature and get this steel head inside of this wooden shaft, and it's not gonna be easy. So the best way to do it is just fill that hole that exists up in there full of some lubricating medium. I squirted it full of WD-40, and then just take a wrench, slip it over the middle tine so it's square like that, And then big old rubber mallet. And just pound it in and then switch sides. Make sure whatever you do, you don't get too close. You don't want to do anything like that. There you have it, good as new. Gonna put this one back in the hay bale. I'm gonna put the other one, tuck it away nice and safe in the barn. So I do have a spare. And then I'll go see about a turkey sandwich. So I'll let you go for now. Hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.